Hey guys, this is Knuckles the Echidna, Guardian of the Master Emerald, and today I will be reading you all Chapter 4 of the Berenstain Bears and Left 4 Dead crossover fanfiction, written by the Shadow Lioness. Thank you very much, Shadow Lioness, for giving us permission to read this story. Now, Sonic, Tails, and Amy read the first 3 chapters, and they actually said that the story was actually really good so far. Now, we've seen the Berenstain Bears back in our childhood, but we have never heard of Left 4 Dead 2, so we're actually in for a treat there. Now, all I can hope is that Chapter 4, it better be good. Now, without further ado, everyone, let's get reading. The 4 survivors, along with Mama and Papa, walked to get down from the hotel. They walked through rooms, killing the zombies. I sure hope the cubs are gonna be okay, Mama Bear said, as Francis opened the exit door of the hotel and looked around. There was nothing in sight. The coast is clear, Francis said. Move out, people, Bill said, as everyone walked down the hotel. Mama Bear was walking with Zoe. How did you survive this far? Mama Bear asked, and the college student. Well, I was going to college when the infection started, Zoe replied, as she shot a few zombies that she saw that didn't notice the group. And I was struggling to survive on my own. I met up with Bill. He saved me from one of the infected that was attacking me. Then we met Francis and Lewis. We have been kicking butts. We have been kicking some butts since we started to try to survive in this undead land. That's amazing, Zoe. Did you have any friends before the outbreak? Mama asked. Yeah, but since the infection started, I had no one to talk to. But except for those guys. They know what to do. Zoe then spotted a safe house not far from the alleyway. There's a safe house ahead, she called out. I knew we would make it, Lewis said, as Papa laughed. He liked Lewis's humor. You sure have humor. Where were you working before the infection? Papa asked Lewis. Well, I was an assistant manager at a store before the infection started, and I was almost dead if Bill, that veteran guy, didn't save me. Lewis started to tell the story to Papa. Tell me more about your story. I would like to know, Papa said. Well, it was around closing time when I was helping my manager close up the store. I was in the back, locking up in the staff room for the night. All of a sudden, I was in the bathroom washing my hands after going to the bathroom. My manager started screaming. I ran to the front of the store, seeing my manager covered in blood. He told me something, but I couldn't understand him because he died choking on his own blood. Then I got to see a horde of zombies trying to break through the store. I was about to face my fate when Bill opened the back door and saved me. And that is how I met Zoe and Francis, Lewis said, as Papa was amazed at Lewis's story. When the outbreak happened, once the survivors were inside the safe house, Papa pulled out the map. What is this? Bill asked. It's a map, replied Mama. Witter Jones somehow dropped this map, and it has 4 circles on them. I'm sure those red circles are signs that she has a plan of where the cubs should go. Well, this map will help us. If we stick to the map, everything will turn out fine, Zoe said. Then she saw something on the shelf. I see something, she said. Zoe looked to see a bag full of Halloween candy. Cool, a bag of Halloween candy. This looks really good. Zoe then saw a pink bow inside. She picked it up from inside the bag of Halloween candy. There's a pink bow. Maybe this would have been a clue. Maybe this would have to be a clue on where the cubs are. Zoe showed a pink bow to the group. That's Sister's pink bow you found, Zoe. So something tells me that Sister Bear must be somewhere. Mama Bear said. Let's move out, Bill said. The survivors with Mama and Papa were in the subway station, and it was dead quiet, nothing but zombies. All of a sudden, there was a coughing sound. I hear a smoker. He must be close by. Well, there's no such thing as a smoke, and you will never know he is here when he isn't, Papa Bear said. Went too far ahead that Mama and the survivors can't see him. Papa, come back, Louis called. Then Papa let out a scream. The survivors and Mama ran toward where Papa's scream had come from. Papa Bear was being attacked and pulled by the smoker. Smoker, Louis shouted as the survivors were shooting at the smoker. Then finally, the last bullet killed the smoker, and he let out a smoke cloud. Papa Bear was free. Papa, you scared us. Sorry for running off like that, Mama. I wasn't paying attention. Papa giggled, but Mama wasn't happy. You could have been killed, Francis replied. That is very dangerous, Papa Bear. If you were ever run off like that... If you were ever to run off like that again, you could die, Bill said. Bill was right. We all have to stick together as a group, Zoe added, crossing her arms. Don't ever do that again. All right, Papa said as the group kept going through the subway tunnel until they found an exit. They walked through the station near the subway station, and soon they were close to getting out. Is anyone here? Papa Bear asked, as he, along with the rest of the group, were near the pawn shop. How come you guys are not zombies? Mama asked. Well, we're immune to the infection. I don't know why and how, but we are, Zoe replied. Then she saw a witch in the alleyway crying, and not far from the pawn shop. There's a witch in the alleyway. Turn your lights off, she said, turning off the lights on her gun. Bill, Louis, and Francis did the same. That is very lucky, you guys. I sure hope the cubs are okay. We're worried, Mama Bear said. All of a sudden, there was a laugh that sounded like a witch. They looked to see Witter Jones on a broomstick, and she was not far from the survivors and Mama and Papa. If you're worried about the cubs that badly, why not you four humans leave these bears alone? I'll let you off with a warning, Witter Jones growled. If you want Sister Bear back, come to No Mercy Hospital for her, Witter Jones said as she looked at the veteran. Say, Bill, want to play ball? Witter Jones threw a fireball at Bill as the survivors and Mama and Papa ran out of the way before the fireball can hit them. Then Witter Jones was gone when Zoe looked up after being jumped to the other side to avoid being hit by the fireball. And this is where I will stop for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of Knuckles Reads Chapter 4 of the Berenstain Bears and Left 4 Dead crossover fanfiction.